Welcome back. This is still Diplomatic License on CitiTV. Now it's time to speak to who I'm calling the man of the moment. I'm sure you disagree with me. You say there's a whole team, and indeed there's a village that made Europe Day and the celebrations of everything during Europe Week come together. But His Excellency Ishad Rizali is currently my guest here on the floor, and I'm just going to speak to him a little bit about what this whole celebration means for his office, for the European Union, and of course for Ghana-European relations. Hello, Your Excellency.
At your call. I'm so happy to see you.
Happy to see you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we're in your home throughout this past week. We've done so many things. We did World Press Freedom Day with the Ghana Institute of Journalists. We had some film screenings at the National Theatre. We went on an industry tour to see some of the great work that the European Union is doing. And now there's a soiree in your home. This is Europe Day, the 9th of May. I know that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the European Union was formed in 1964. Currently we have 27 member states, right? So what does this mean? What does Europe Day mean to celebrate this for the European Union and the member states?
The 9th of May, we are celebrating the moment when the leaders of France, Germany, and other nations decided 5 years after the Second World War to put forces together and to agree to build brotherhood, cooperation, solidarity, to move away from war and to move towards a rule-based order based on friendship, cooperation, brotherhood, and solidarity. This is what we are celebrating today. And in 65 years ago, the Union has been created as an economic community first, and then a citizens' union.
Okay.
Because what makes it special, together with the 27 member states, we have created a space of 450 million citizens, consumers, and voters, because these citizens are electing their member of parliament, they are electing their leaders.
This is the European Union Parliament, the EU Parliament. But that's amazing. So just by this, and it may seem like a simple act, but I imagine it took a lot of diplomacy, lots of conversations for these member states to come together and say, we are forming this brotherhood, this collaboration, this union for Europe and for the future of Europe's children. And now today, we're seeing that, and it's very beautiful. You go to Europe and you can travel across countries with,
Yes.
it's like you're in one big country.
Yes.
It's
You
like
can
one
move
big
from
country.
Portugal to Romania, from Finland to Malta, countries which don't have a lot in common actually. But over the decades, we have built a common sense of belonging. And I think it is very important to build this culture of belonging to the same group, having the same interest, having the sense of solidarity. Of course, it was not easy, and it's not easy every day. Some don't agree on this or that, but in the end, there is this culture of together we are stronger. So ultimately, we have to agree on something.
That's very interesting, because a lot of people who are not European, for example, a lot of Ghanaians or a lot of Africans, when you think of Europe, we think of one big continent. We don't realize that there's Western, there's Eastern, there are different cultures. Even within countries, there are different cultures that exist, different ways of life. What's the one thing you would say, or maybe if you mention 3 things that you feel really bond Europeans today and that make the European Union as strong as it's become?
First of all, the market. We call it the common market. You trade the same way from Portugal to Romania, meaning that you can ship your goods, you can move as a people, you can move capital, and you can, propose services everywhere. Okay? No border, no taxes, no hurdle. Your market is 450 million people. But more importantly, this sense of being part of the same project and the same family. and unfortunately, the European project is a bit challenged by the Russian invasion on Ukraine. Not that Ukraine is part of Europe, but it's the very idea of democracy, sovereignty, freedom, which has been challenged, and where the sense of belonging to the same group, the same family, is even stronger now. So I think this is beyond money, beyond market, beyond trade, beyond everything, with what makes it important and special.
Identity. Identity. Wonderful. So now let's talk about 65 years also of Ghanaian-European relations. Ghana is also celebrating 65 years of independence. It's no secret. If people didn't know, I don't know what rock they've been underneath, but 65 years of Ghanaian-European relations. And we've seen that relationship grow. Again, not just with trade, but we become real friends, you know, a real support system for each other. There's so much that the European Union, for example, is doing in Ghana. We also saw the Erasmus Plus scholars being celebrated in the past week. The EU has given a home, a scholarly academic home for Ghanaians who also want to study there. But equally, we have Europeans coming to do research and studies in Ghana as well.
Exactly.
So are you just, how would you define what our relationship has become as Ghana and Europe in the past 65 years?
The relation is based, it's a two-way street. Ghanaian students go to Europe, European students go to Ghana. We are trading in both directions, but more importantly, we share the same values. Democracy, rule of law, rule-based multilateral order, support for democracy when it's, you know, tested in West Africa. The EU is a key supporter of the current chair, which is Ghana, of ECOWAS, because they are doing so much in order to restore constitutional and democratic order in West Africa. And these are values that speaks to us and that we share. And we are supporting the current chair, the president of Ghana, President Akufo-Addo, in his mandate to do so. More importantly, at global level, as you know, Ghana is sitting in the UN Security Council. And there again, we have a whole range of issues of common interest. It's not only because we like you or you like us, but we have common interests. There again, climate change, rule-based democratic order, once again, stability, security at global level, in Africa, in West Africa. We have so much in common. But during the 65 years, we have been here for development, for education, health, roads, you name it. And now we are moving, because the country is moving forward as well. We are moving for economic cooperation, supporting entrepreneurship, supporting the youngsters of Ghana, the ordinary heroes who are recycling plastic, who are recycling e-waste, who are recycling bricks, so on and so forth. And we are creating new avenues for them. We are supporting agriculture because this is where we can employ huge numbers of youth and women, where we can increase production, where we can localize value addition, where we can make cocoa more sustainable. This is what we are doing together. So we are, I would say, bound by common interests and sharing the same values, which is, I would say, the best recipe for enduring bonds.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And it's such a wonderful, beautiful thing to see all of the things that you've described being celebrated here at your residence tonight. Thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you so much for sharing Europe Day, not just with the European community in Ghana,
Not at all.
but with Ghanaians.
Not at all. We wanted to
wonderful.
showcase the friendship. We had His Majesty the King Gamanche. We had a number of members of government. But beyond that, we have friends for the culture, from the trade, from business, from development cooperation, from the media. And we wanted to celebrate together with all of you this important moment. And don't forget, we have the people from food
Yes,
bazaar.
it's a food bazaar.
Food bazaar. I wanted personally food bazaar to be part of it because we are not showcasing only European things. We are showcasing our shared culture and exchanges.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. But so on this day, the 9th of May, it's Europe Day. It's been Europe Week. It's Europe Month. Is there anything special you want to say to not just the Europeans, but also the Ghanaians with whom you found a home and who have become family as well? So first to Europeans, and then secondly
No,
to the
Europeans-
Ghanaians who've also become your family.
We are a key partner to this country, Ghana, because we share so much in history, in geography, but as well in future. And for my Ghanaian friends, I would like to thank them for making this place so good for me and my family, and being so open and being so friendly to us, and being as well so responsive because we have a work and a task to conduct together. There are so many people I would like to thank. I cannot single out one, but in the diplomatic community, in the media, in culture, in the economy, in business, everywhere, we have very deep ties and very constructive agenda.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. And I'm sure at some point when you finish getting down from all the highs and the wonderful things that are happening here tonight, we'll have a longer conversation about you, your work here in Ghana, and all the brilliant things that the EU represents and that you're doing.
Anytime, this place is your place, at your call.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, how about that for an ambassador of the EU to Ghana, His Excellency Irshad Razali? I mean, amazing gentleman, really has Ghana at heart and really understands the job of what it means for the EU to be in Ghana.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll be right back.